shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This don't sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than if you win it. Yeah, crazy than if you win it. Got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black, on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Turn a vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the with an uppercut. Tell me in the pool from a touch, but crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it, I'm still. That's it, I'm a easy. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pointers.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. He rises when it matters most as he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Eagles, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of ball.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Davis now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout the game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL. Running back, you're not just going to carry it, you got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
On 1st and 10, Davis. That's another one complete to Mitchell. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes.
And this is something this defense is going to have to account for as this game goes on. He's a space player. They want to get him out in the open field and let him make his move. So if you're going to stick with him, you've got to make sure you plaster him, as they like to say on the defensive side of the ball. Otherwise, he'll burn you as he just did.
The next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defense. It looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, isn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Defense gets up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go again with Sanders. And some room to roam now. And they nearly sprung it that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. An option handoff given to Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Eagles had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Davis. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone. And this is going right into safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Taken in at the 22. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe of the 49. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
First down, here's Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too thorough, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
19 yards that time for number 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Davis. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Davis. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Prior to that, he hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ends up as a negative yardage play.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
But 1st down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Hurts fumbles it, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You got to secure it.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Davis, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession.
So it's the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. First throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. The Vikes trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Deontay Hardy, a touchdown reception. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
As Sanders has it poked free, and this is going to be 49er football. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Davis. And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pushing back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this time near the 25.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. From the 41, Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Eagles have taken the lead here this third quarter. But that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Handoff from Mitchell running left. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Well, the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Davis on third down. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Davis, slant route, connects with Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Davis to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not the first and goal play. They drew out multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Davis. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. Davis. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this off. Now Brown, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Davis now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to throw. Davis. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see a surprising defense there, Parker. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on second and 10. Davis. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's able to ball loose. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Davis throwing on fourth down. Give him 8 on the gain there. And the 49ers are set up now with a first and goal.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. The time you think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they said a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Davis now throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Davis. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Okay, ready?
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. He's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles have regained the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Hurts will throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Davis throwing after the interception. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Back to throw. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. dancing to his, and he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away, and this remains a 2-point game. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Come on. Hey.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A give running left. It's Sanders.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Somebody lit a fire under the offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me